What would I really say to my youngers? What would I really say to my young self? Well, first I'd have to find him. Because a lot of what's going on ain't new under the sun. Discrimination, over-representation, all of that. But like today I said to the guys in the courses we're coming to, and let me say, yo, nobody blame no Babylon system. Because everything can be upon Babylon system. You have to look within yourself first. Look within yourself and say, okay then, what could I have done different? What should I have done different? What can I learn from that decision making? But to do that, I have to know myself. And when you look in the mirror, who have phone, iPhone, Samsung, take your phone out. Put it onto the camera. And if your camera can reverse, look at yourself. See how pretty it is. Oh, handsome. As my mother would say, you're handsome. Turn the camera around. Now, just look like a biggish pool. You say, we don't recognize you. So you tell me, I got the glasses. So you see, if I took a picture now, it would be me, but him in the background. So who's in the background?
And I look better.
I know it for years. So when you look at yourself, and a lot of people like to do all this, you know.
Self.
Who am I? When I was a young man, just going after reels, and I turned around and said to society, up yours. I don't want nothing to do with it. And we created our own world. What would I say to my young self? Now, I would say, stop a minute. Ask yourself that question. Who are you? What's this road thing? What pulls us one way? Who created it? Where did it come from? Where did the values come from? Yeah, but I just born in it, fans in it, names in it, just in it. Yeah, but where it come from? How it comes so. So there's a principle about the mirror. That when Michael Jackson made that song, and for those who know what was going on in his life at that time, it was political. It was to challenge the record industry and challenge certain things. But who am I really? Who are you? What are you really about? There's a saying that blind can't lead blind. If you're broken, how can you help someone else who's broken? It's only if I'm maybe broken and I'm starting to maybe can lift someone up. Now, they say the older you get, if you get an operation, it takes longer to heal. I'm experiencing that now. I had a shoulder operation, I was telling the men this morning. And it's taken longer to heal, so I know these grades mean something. It means my body needs time to recuperate more. So let's translate that to our minds. What is your mind? What makes up our mind, the way that I think, the way that I function, my values, my principles? And I'd say to my younger self, if you were brave enough to want to start to look in the mirror, just take time. Because there might be stuff they have never ever spoke about, had to explore, and had to reason. So that would mean I would have to have somebody who's in my space. I can't get her at the back, but I know Street is kind of committed. So I need to spot somebody in my space. Doesn't have to be there all the time. That I've locked on in her. And then there's right at the back. But I know probably she's a safe pair of hands. That could be an auntie. That could be an uncle. It doesn't have to be blood. But somebody that if I decide I'm going to start to look at the younger me, or start to look at where I'm at, I've got safety around me. Because even as a big man now, I still look at myself and ask that question. I need people in my space. So that's what I'd say, your mirror. And I know the sisters in the room, boy, I know I have something different. Maybe this is something when you're driving and boy, and that's for the men. Well, boy, we are plucked, we are, you know, and, but that's fine because we want to look good. But is that truly you inside? So every time you do a selfie, just remember this conversation. Who am I? Who's in the mirror really? And do I really want to start to explore what's in the background? That could be anger, fear, trauma, abuse, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. That could be institutions, could be low self-esteem, could be family issues. Whatever they are, before looking in the mirror, try and put a safety net around you. Because we have a motto, and I'm going to finish now, yeah? Is each one to reach one, to teach one, to help one, to bring hope to one. I can't do it by myself. And if me personally can say that as a person, you walk by yourself. Me grew up in that time, walk by. If you can't walk by yourself, I'm going to beat you. Not true thing. Beat you and make you not stand up on your feet and walk and hold your head up. But you get depression. Depression not working and stuff. Fix up, straight up, where you deal with. The man at back, she takes up and clap in her head and make him go say, no, this sister and I take that. That was the mentality we grew up in. Not saying that was right, not saying it was wrong. Some of us have become the children and the children of that kind of mentality. And then you have society and system one come experiment and come one get in and head. Move! Certain things, personally, you have to just do it internal. So you start to understand the psychological control of society that we live in. So the mirror, Mr. Nathan Lewis, is a very powerful tool of self-reflection to find out who are you. So just turn to somebody and say, who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Who are ya? 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 Make sure
Give us your brother.